Why people are smart but have no common sense. This is going to be I'm going to attempt to break this concept down. It's going to take some intellectual heavy lifting. This is why I'm doing this video in the morning. I'm really trying to convey and get this point across in the best way that I can, right? Because if you understand this is going to change your thinking, which is going to change a portion of your life, right? Which is going to make you a better person. So before we get into it, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the videos if you like my videos, right? So, and the reason why I want to talk about this is because at certain points in my life, I was the exact same way. I was smart, but had no common sense. And I had to develop the common sense part, right? And we'll get to it in the video, right? Some of my high school friends, right? Shout out to my Gilmer friends, right? I would be smart and do well in school, right? Make good grades, get good grades on tests, and do well on exams, and all these different types of stuff, right? But it was always this one or two instances, and they weren't every day, but they would always happen occasionally, right? And it would puzzle the hell out of me, and it would irk the hell out of me because I felt offended by it when they told me about it, right? So there's always be an incident where I would not have any common sense. I would say something or do something that an average person with average knowledge should get, right? Like it takes no thinking, it's just natural, right? And so these situations kept occurring over and over and over again, right? And so it made me peel back for a second and look at why this is what it is, right? See, to have common sense, right, you have to see the world for what it is. This has to be naturally in you. See, the reason why I was getting good grades, the reason why A and B students go and work for C students, but the C students have the common sense, is because they have the broader picture. They can detach and ask the questions why. They can think intellectually and come to a conclusion, right? They can see the broad spectrum. The A and B students is narrow-minded, right? Which is not a bad thing. But you're going to come into these issues where, and we've all come across people that are really smart in one area, but really dumb when it comes to average everyday stuff, right? Why is that? Why did I struggle with that a portion of my life in certain areas? Well, we're taught to be followers, not to be leaders. We're taught to only listen and apply and not ask any questions about our teachers, about our histories, about any of that. See, a free thinker doesn't have a limit on his mind. A C student doesn't have a limit. See, a C student gets a paper and he's like, okay, this has two right answers, right? I could argue this answer to be right and this answer to be wrong, right? And he goes to the teacher and argues that point, right? And so then he gets disinterested in the class because he feels like the class is stupid because the teacher is being a nuisance or being non-reasonable, right? Because it's not making sense to why you would make a test so hard about a subject that's really black and white, right? An A and B student will just take it on the chin and fail the test, or do well on the test and just chalk it up to him not knowing, when in reality there's a overarching thing. There's somebody else. You're a victim to somebody else, right? And so I really didn't break out of this thinking until I came to college, right? Started asking questions. Why is this? Why is that? Why am I learning this? Why am I learning that? See, that curious mind, that curiosity is what you need. It's going to save your life, because you're going to start looking for answers and come up with the right answers, right? You're not just going to take what's given to you. This is how the brainwashing of school, the employee mindset, right? They're setting you up to go work for somebody. They're setting you up to be under a master. Why? Because in society today, we can't have everybody be a leader, right? So yeah, why you're smart is because you're following, and I'm not saying smart goes, it's more complex than that. Smart could be smart in reality, right? Smart people have common sense and they know intellectual stuff, right? But you guys understand the gist for what this video is. The smart people in school are smart because they're good at following directions. They're good at being told what to do. But once they have to think for themselves outside of being told what to do, that's when they struggle. That's where the blurred line between the common sense thing comes, because you haven't developed a common sense. You've been taught to go follow somebody else's sense. But then you begin to realize their sense that they're teaching you, they don't even follow you. They don't even follow it, because that's just a sense they're teaching you to keep you down here. This is why I promote free thinking. This is why I promote being thinking men, thinking reality-based men in today's society, because it's going to get worse, guys. Society is going to get more deceptive. It's going to get harder for you to know what's real and what's fake. It's going to be hard, right? So if you don't have the ability to peel back and think about stuff, you're going to struggle going forward into the future. That's my video. You guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you like the video, and I'm out.